Not in my yard. Not in my yard now. I'm sitting out in a shady spot. This is where Malcolm likes to sit when he's tired from getting ran. Malcolm's the black dog right there. This is Fergus right here. Yeah. So I was just out in the barn talking about the truck. Now I'm out in the middle of my yard, chilling with my dogs. I am pondering going back into the shop and doing some work. It's Friday though. I love Fridays. I love them, man, because Fridays, like, I give myself the excuse, which I probably shouldn't as much, but I give myself the excuse to say, screw it. I got all weekend and then some of Monday to ship something, so why not take Friday and do stuff like this? Fiddle around with the truck, play with the dogs, shoot some videos, take in a beautiful day, and chat with you guys. I just kind of want to sit here and bask in what I believe to be a beautiful day. Malcolm, come here. Good boy. See, jealous, Ferguson? Old Fergus. He gets jealous, and look, he's in between us now. Malcolm doesn't really get jealous. But I wish everybody's Friday could be this good, where you're just sitting out in your field with your dogs, drinking coffee. I don't know, maybe it's 9 o'clock. I don't even know. It's probably like closer to 10. You know, I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. I do know it's Friday. Couldn't tell you the day of the month. I think it's August. And I want the rest of my life to be that way, to where I just don't even know what day it is. Get yourself a dog. And if you ever get a chance to move to the country and get yourself an acre or two, do that too. Just sit out here. Now, I got a road over there. You can maybe hear that truck right now. So I got a road over there. Traffic runs pretty fast on it. It's not super busy, but busy enough to where I would have concern if my dogs were out free. People drive so fast that they probably can't even stop or react if they did see a dog on the road. So I can't have that. I like to sit out here and just look around, and I see some open-ended projects that need to be done, and my brain will kind of slot that and say, hey, okay, you got to get stuff done. I have my brain's a computer. It's the best analogy I can come up with for my brain. UPS is here. My brain's a computer, and I have files. So I have my get stuff done file. That's actually bookmarked, and it's a pretty important file. So right now my brain's saying, okay, you need to move that camper. You need to finish getting those weeds up. You need to think about clearing out back behind the garage. All those different things. My brain's telling me. Well, it's not UPS. It's a tractor. It looks like they're getting ready to clear out some of the soybeans. No. It's just a mower cutting tall grass around the crops. Fergus is a great watchdog. Come here, boy. Great watchdog. He sees danger. A John Deere tractor's danger. Isn't it, Fergus? If you ever get a chance to buy really 1 acre is a pretty nice big piece. I'm sitting on about back here in this corner that I call the back 40. I'd say this is probably about 1.5 acres. And then I've got 1.5 acres right over there that's fenced in for the dogs daily. And then the front part is probably 2 to 3 acres. I've got 5 total though, I think. So this is maybe this is just an acre. So this is pretty big. If say this is an acre and that's an acre, and there's 2 or 3 because the front's pretty big, something like that. A little over an acre probably. Get an acre if you can. I know that's a lot to be said, and maybe a lot of you guys live in the city or you live in a very urban area. So having any more than your basic little parcel, your eighth of an acre for your home, is tough. But if you ever did want to say screw it, I lived in Indianapolis for a long time, not down in the center of the city, but within the city limits, and we had 0.25 acres, and it was nice, plenty of land just for chilling. But man, when we bumped it up to 5 acres, there's a lot of work to be done with it because this is a lot of lawn actually for 5 acres. It's primarily all lawn. I've just got one area over here that's grown up. Wow, I just looked over there. I'll take a picture. My wife's sunflowers are all grown. They look beautiful. Wow, I didn't even. It's the first time I've seen them bloomed. They must have bloomed while I was in Colorado. But if you can get yourself a little bit of land like this, it makes you feel that much more free and that much more separated from the machine. It really is nice. It's awesome. It's a lot of work too. It is a lot of work. My get stuff done list is very long. That's for sure. But if you can stay on top of that list and you can have a piece of property like this, man alive. One item on my list is my pool water's green and I can't get it to clear up. The pH is high and the alkalinity is high and the chlorine's low. So I shocked it and I upped the chlorine, but I think my chlorinator is clogged because maybe that's it. It's just not circulating enough chlorine through the water. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm like over it because it's the end of the season now, and I just wish it was closed. But it's gonna be a nice weekend. My wife's gonna want, she went back to work. She's a teacher, and this is her first full week with kids. So she really wants to sit by a pool that's nice and clear, and I haven't dedicated myself enough to that, and she's gonna be mad at me. You got to keep, rule number one, you got to keep your wife happy. I'm not going to say the saying, happy wife, happy life. I'm not going to say it, but it's true. He had dirt all in his tongue and his mouth. I get moles out here. They're a real pain in the ass. They dig your they dig your lawn all up, and you see all these little trails and then big mounds where they come up out. And these guys like to. Fergus is digging one right now, and I don't get mad at them for digging them. If they were just digging holes just for digging holes, I'd be mad about it. But they're trying to dispatch a creature that is tearing up my lawn. Fergus is good for that. Beautiful Friday, and I'm just so, I don't know, man. I'm feeling good. I feel real good. I'm ready for the weekend to start. I'm going to take Fergus to the veterinarian today. His ears kind of bothering him. Our current vet's great, but they're kind of far away. So we found a closer one. I'm actually friends with the owner of that clinic, and I'm going to his house Monday to look at some lighting for him. And I'm going to have to give him the bad news that we're probably transitioning our critters over to a new vet. He'll be okay with it. He's a very successful guy. He's a really good guy, and he can't be everything for everybody. He's more like a farm vet, if you ask me. And I say that loosely because he's definitely does it all, but he's a country boy. and he's got two clinics. I think he does, like, I don't know, horses and cows and stuff too. But he's so busy. He's got so many people and other vets, and they just can't be everything to everybody. In distance, with today's gas prices, it matters a little bit. I mean, gas is almost $4 a gallon here in Indiana. I don't know what it is where you're at, but it can't be much better. I drove all the way to Colorado, and the best gas price I got was $3.49, I think, something like that. Low threes, maybe mid to low threes, and it's high threes here. That's terrible. I remember when Trump was president, and this isn't a political statement kind of thing, but I remember when Trump was president, and the gas was down in the twos, low twos. How is that acceptable? Almost 4 years now we're going on. The gas prices jumped up over $3 right away under Biden, and now we're going on 4 years later, and he hasn't done anything about it. This administration's terrible. I hope the next administration's better. I, if it's between Trump and Biden, I got to vote for Trump, and I'm not really happy about that because I know Trump is very dividing, very divisive. He really is. He pisses off the left so much to where they are so out of control. It really confuses the whole country. So that's not that good. Even though he is good for the country, policy wise and value wise and stuff like that. I think the divisiveness is so. The left has figured that out too. If they can make every conservative Republican president a divisive person and go batshit crazy, they're going to do that to create all the noise every time now. You watch, say DeSantis or any of the other candidates win. They're going to do the same thing to him as they did to Trump. And that guy's not the same as Trump. You watch. That's become one of their strategies. They're unhinged. And I'm starting to really believe there was a point in our country where we eliminated all of our insane asylums, all of our special buildings dedicated just to the insane, and we let all those people out on the streets. Now they're all over our country, they're everywhere, rightfully. Just because they're crazy doesn't mean they don't have rights. But they're out there just running wild, and they're all gravitating to the left. And that's what we've got. Everybody that was in a asylum is now in the Democrat Party. That's my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, you might want to find a Democrat channel, not a Democrat channel, because Democrats and Democratic are two different things. Trust me. It's enough politics though. The left's nuts, and the far right, they're nuts, and all those people in the middle. And I lean harder right. Don't get me wrong, because I'm an Indiana country boy. I'm a redneck. I'm sitting out here in the country now talking to you. I'm definitely going to lean right. Conservative values, peace, quiet, tranquility, mind your own business, leave my guns alone kind of guy. But that doesn't mean I don't understand the points of views and the perspectives of the left to some degree. The moderate, the moderates, not the strong, hard progressives. Can't get with those guys. They're out of control. Look at Portland. Yeah, a city in Oregon, out of control. They just legalized crime. That's the big funny saying about them. Come to Portland, where crime is legal. Look at Seattle. Look at LA. Look at New York. Look at all the big cities. Look at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is a leftist city. Everybody wants to scream and cry about Chicago's crime rates. Indianapolis is worse per capita. Yeah, they don't talk about Indianapolis. They just want to talk about Chicago and this wacky weirdo Lori Lightfoot mayor who's gone now. And now they got another wackadoodle in there who's probably going to be worse. But look at look at these cities. They're all left Democrat cities, and they're all going to shit. Indianapolis has worse crime than Chicago per capita. Nobody talks about that. Every city, just about, is a leftist city, and every city is going to hell in a handbasket. I said I was going to be done talking politics. I'm done now. It's too nice of a day. I think I'm going to go to the shop, and I'm going to get some work done, a little bit of work. And then I'm going to take Fergus to the vet. And then I'm going to grab some dinner with my wife. Probably not going to do anything fancy today because we'll have Fergus in the truck with us. So we'll probably just go to McDonald's. I like McDonald's. What do you get at McDonald's? I get a number 2 where you get 2 cheeseburgers, fries, and a Coke. Then I'll get an apple pie. 2 apple pies. And then I like their double cheeseburger. It's really good. Check out their little secret menus. Google that. You can get like a Big Mac with chicken instead of burger patties. Or 1 chicken and a burger. You can get anything you want. You just ask them and they'll do it. All right, I'm out. Have a good weekend. Probably talk to you tomorrow.